Hello, I'm Rob Phillips, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a simple 30-minute yin yoga sequence. For props, I'm going to recommend that you have a blanket and a couple of blocks, but don't worry if you don't have those, you can still practice anyway and follow along. So gather everything you're going to need here, and we're going to start in a comfortable seat. Let me start that one more time. Hello, I'm Rob Phillips, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a simple 30-minute yin yoga sequence. For props, I'm going to recommend that you have a blanket and a couple of blocks, but if you don't have those, don't worry, you can still follow along. If you'd like to stay in touch with me, please consider joining my email list. I have a link in the description down below. Otherwise, gather your props and let's get started here in a comfortable seat. Maybe you'd like to sit up on a blanket like I am here. Make sure that you feel comfortable just to sit here for a few minutes. Once you've got all of that stuff together, hands could rest on the lap or the thighs, wherever you are comfortable. Take a moment to relax the shoulders, soften the spine, close your eyes. Let yourself land and be here. Starting our practice with no sense of expectation about what should or shouldn't be. Instead, noticing things precisely as they are for you right here and right now. So whether the body feels relaxed or tight, whether the mind feels busy or calm, just sit with that. Just be here for that. Trusting that all we need to do for this sort of work is to notice, is to observe. And as a specific direction, as a specific intention here, resting the attention in our body, feeling that direct physical sense. So settle into that here. For yourself, take just a few more slow breaths. Giving yourself permission for the next 30 minutes or so to just be where you are, to not let it be any more or any less than that. And we can take a gentle inhale breath through our nose. Gentle exhale breath out our mouth. Slowly lower down the chin. Slowly open our eyes. And from here, for the first official pose of our sequence, we're going to begin in a wide-kneed version of a child's pose. So you can come out from your cross leg, maybe shake out the legs if there's a little tightness, a little achiness. To set up our wide-legged child's pose, in general, I recommend using a blanket to cushion the knees. If you don't have a blanket, you could always turn sideways on your mat. You can even fold it up. So I just opened my blanket wide. I'm also going to fold it over a second time here, just so I get a little bit more padding still under my knees. Of course, you can use multiple blankets if you have those too. Setting up here, resting on the knees, separating the thighs wide enough here that you feel some stretch happening on the inner line of the legs. Walking the chest forwards. Now, starting here, and as we dial up this pose, as we dial in every pose, remember, I give you the basic framework of the pose, but within this, you can use more or less props. The body does not need to look specifically like what mine looks like here. What you're aiming for is an alignment where you can feel the pose. And here especially, you'll feel that on the inner line of the thighs, the hips, groin. But we never want to feel anything aggressive. We never want to feel anything that gives us a sense that we could be harming the body. So if you feel anything at all like that, you're going to want to back out. You're going to want to adjust as you need to. Be especially mindful of sensation in your knees. If anything flares up there, back out of the pose immediately. You don't want to kind of play with that or risk that. But when things line up, when it feels maybe a little challenging, but not too much, certainly reasonable, let yourself rest there. Let yourself be there. Relaxing in the general sense, allowing for gravity to draw you down towards the floor. Feeling the physical contact with the earth beneath you, the gradual pull of gravity drawing you down. And allowing for the physical to keep you present in this moment. The sensations of the body are the anchor here, are the resting point here. Let's take a final complete breath right here. And then from there, you can slowly begin to shift and to rise up. Start to make your way all the way forwards towards the belly. So carefully extend the legs. Feel free to move or sway them on your way. We're going to take a nice pause here, resting on the floor, settling to let the body kind of bounce back. And while you're settling, noticing how the body's responding. Feel that decompression. Can even feel a little sensitive sometimes when you first come out. That's all part of the work. That's all part of this practice, of course. So be there for that. Consider as well, if you'd like, to take some deeper breaths. Really feel the energy flow. Really let that circulate for you here. Let's take a gentle inhale breath through the nose. A gentle exhale breath out our mouth. And use your hands to press back from here. Releasing briefly, just kind of passing through a child's pose. We're going to rise up and come into seated here. So as you come into your seat, for most folks, I think sitting on a blanket is generally a good policy. So you can fold up your blanket here, make a cushion. If you need more height than that, use whatever you have. Blankets, pillows, all that is fair game in terms of props. For this next pose, I think I'm going to demo facing sideways. So come up into your seat and extend both legs out and in front. And as they come out, you can just let them relax. Again, let them settle here. So you're going to keep your left leg as the straight leg. You're going to take your right foot inside the thigh into half butterfly. So my leg is just kind of resting out to the side. If you need to, you can always slide a prop under that. Again, we want to be careful that we feel nothing in the knees. If you're not using blocks under the knees, you can still use them for the hands. But what we're going to do here is lift a bit into the chest. Take kind of a mini twist, just a slight rotation so that you're facing towards that left side. From here, inhale to invite some length. Exhale to move into the pose. Now, When I say move into the pose, keep in mind, for some folks, you'll still be very tall. For others, there might be more of a shift. Some of you might even go much further than I'm going. So listen to your body, find your experience. It can be a slight round of the spine, but don't hunch, don't collapse. Make sure the body feels spacious. Make sure you really feel open here. And as you find that edge, relaxing the body in the general sense. Noticing any subtle shifts, any subtle movements that may come and go here along the way. And when the mind wanders, when the attention drifts, that's not a problem. Notice if that has happened. And invite the awareness, invite the attention again back to the physical, back to the body here. Final few moments, final few breaths here as you are. Feel these last moments on this side. As you're ready to, you can slowly begin to raise up, coming out from that fold, extending both legs forwards, relax and kind of shake out. I like to relax the shoulders, get a little movement happening in that line too. We'll do second side in a moment, but again, just take a nice pause here. Feel that rebalance, feel that integration between the two halves of the pose. Again, notice how the nervous system settles. Notice how we drop more and more into this practice in general here. From here now, let's do the second half, of course. So you'll keep your right leg straight and draw the left foot inside the thigh. Again, just kind of relaxing, shaking that out as you would like. And just a mini twist, like I'm turning maybe a quarter of the way over towards the right side, just the tiniest rotation of the spine and the shoulders. Hands can rest on the blocks or wherever it feels natural, wherever it feels comfortable for you. And remember, there's no specific need to fold. But if you'd like to, you can ease into this, just kind of shifting forwards, feeling that subtle pull on the back line of the left leg, or the right leg rather. Never chasing a specific look in the pose, a specific alignment. Instead, letting the sensations guide you into this. If we can feel the pose, if we're safe, that's all it needs to be. The attention may move and drift. That's normal. It's expected. But keep coming back to noticing the physical. Keep resting the awareness in that experience here. Take a final complete breath like you are. Slowly begin to raise up and come out of that fold. And carefully from there, you can extend that other leg, relax both legs, relax the shoulders. Sit here for just a few breaths. First few moments as we come out. Definitely notice the two halves of the body, how they're balancing, how they're integrating what you've just done. From here, we're going to shift. We're going to make our way onto our belly. So you can begin to remove that blanket if you'd like. Slide your way all the way forwards and just rest on the floor here. So similar to when we were here a few minutes ago, again, just kind of arriving, landing here, feeling this moment. Noticing, as always, how the body gradually responds, how the body gradually opens up as we do this sort of work. From here, on our belly, we're going to set up into Sphinx pose. Lifting up onto the forearms, leaning in here, and the intention is to create a mild stimulation in our lower back. Now, you can take the arms closer, further. You can even be fairly low here if that feels best for your body. Remember, we never want to feel anything sharp or aggressive. Shoulders can be relaxed or wide. For my body, I like prayer hands. That's optional. Don't think because I like it, it's better. It's just what works well for me. And then as you find that edge, there should be very little effort and very little sense of control. So let the body be in the pose. Let yourself connect here with this experience. And as we relax, we let the physical experience keep us present, keep us connected here. When attention wanders, we can bring it back to the breath, back to the body. If tension arises, we just soften it. We just let it go. Again and again here. One more complete breath right here. Slowly begin to relax, release all the way down towards the floor. As you come down, some deeper breaths into the spine, into the shoulders, the lower back. What has released here? What have you let go of here? Really feel that here for yourself. Using your hands, gently press back to pass through child's pose. Take just a couple of breaths there, releasing the lower back, decompressing your spine. Slowly begin to sit yourself up and shift to find your way all the way onto your back here. So you can lie down flat on the floor. Hug the knees into the chest. A little rock, a little shift side to side if you'd like. Just kind of free things up. We're going to build into some slightly deeper twists from here. So lower the feet down and cross the left leg over the top of the right, however you would like, and take a gentle inhale breath there. Slowly, as you exhale, roll the legs across to the right into your twist. Place your right arm somewhere, place your left arm somewhere on the floor beside you. Relax the belly, really relax the whole body, and just let gravity do its work here. Truly feel as everything unwinds. As it unwinds, we notice, we connect. We linger here in this moment. Final complete breath there. Feel the pose. Then slowly wind your way in. Release the legs. Feel for any shift, or please take a few shifts side to side. And just rest for a breath or two. Neutral pose here in the center. Let the spine neutralize. Let that all rebalance for yourself. When you're ready to, let's set up the second side. Right leg crosses on top of the left. We can stack the knees. From there, you'll take a gentle inhale breath and slowly exhale. Roll the legs across to the left. Open the right shoulder onto the floor. Relax the body, belly, shoulders, everything really. Allow for the pose to do its work here. Final complete breath like you are. And slowly wind the legs back into the middle. And take a few moments for any final little movements, any final little shifts you might like to kind of even that out for yourself. And then we can extend the legs long onto the floor, maybe sliding props under the legs, maybe placing blanket over the body or whatever you would like here to feel comfortable. Once you found that place, close the eyes and we'll just settle here for a short Shavasana. Body is relaxed. Let this be a chance to integrate and balance all the effects of our practice. Take a nice long inhale breath through your nose. And open up your mouth to exhale. And let absolutely everything go here. So just taking a final few moments on your back, connecting and noticing what has settled. From there, inviting some movement back into the system here, little by little. You can find your way onto your side, slowly press your way up into a comfortable seat, and close your eyes as you get there. Final moment here, just feeling all the effects of your practice, noticing the change you've made in both body and mind. And joining the hands in front of the heart. So again, and as always, my deep thanks to each of you for sharing your practice, and may our practice bring benefit to all beings. We bow. So thank you so very much for joining. And of course, if you have any thoughts, questions, or comments, let me know in the comments down below.